Hello, my friends. It is time for Super Kids. Before we get into our icky lesson, we are going to do an activity where we focus on the middle sound, okay? So for this activity, you're going to need your whiteboard, a marker, and something to erase with, okay? So I'm going to give you a word. You're not going to write the letter you hear at the beginning or at the end. You're going to write the letter you hear in the middle, okay? All right, let's get started. The first word is tip. Listen really carefully. T, I, p. What letter did you hear in the middle? Listen again. T, I, p. Write the letter you hear in the middle of t, I, p. All right, show your boards in 3, 2, 1. What letter did we hear in the middle of tip? T, I, p. What letter did we hear? We heard the letter I. Awesome work. Erase, erase, erase. All right, the next word is tap. T, a, p. What letter did you hear in the middle of t, a, p? Listen again, listen again. T, a, p. Write the letter you hear in the middle of t, a, p on your whiteboards. All right, show your boards in 3, 2, 1. What letter did we hear in the middle of t, a, p? What letter? The letter A. Awesome work. Okay, let's keep going. All right. Erase, erase, erase. The next word is top. T, a, p. Top. What letter do you hear in the middle of t, a, p? T, a, p. Write that on the board. T, a, p. All right. Show your boards in 3, 2, 1. Listen. T, a, p. What letter's in the middle of top? Oh, awesome work. Okay, keep going. Then we got 3 more words to do. Ready? Hit. It. It. Write the letter you hear in the middle of hit. It. It. What letter do you hear, my friends? Show your boards in 3, 2, 1. It. It. What letter do we hear? We hear an I. Awesome work. All right, let's keep going. Next one, hat. At. At. Write the letter U here in the middle of at. Hat. At. Write the letter down. Show your boards in 3, 2, 1. What letter do we hear in the middle of at? At. What letter? The letter A. Awesome work. All right, last one. Hop. Ah. What letter do we hear in the middle of hop? Ah. What do we hear? Ah. Show your boards in 3, 2, 1. What letter do we hear? We hear the letter O. Awesome job with that activity. Now, if you've noticed, we wrote I, A, and O a lot. What is the same with all those letters? Let's think. What's the same with I, A, and O? They are all vowels. That's right. Great job. So we're writing vowels because a lot of times the vowels are in the middle of words. All right. Now we are ready to move on to our lesson. But before we get into our lesson, we're going to listen to the Icky song. Now remember, you can either change the channels with Icky and pull your paper strip through, or just listen to the song. All right, here is the Icky song.
I am Mickey, watch with me. Come and see what we can see. Change the show's an easy trick. Hold the paper when you hear this click. All the shows are brought to you by my favorite letter, the letter I. Itty bitty little spot, it is hard to see at all. What is it, this tiny speck? An itty bitty small insect. If you ever catch a chill, me feel so ill. Into bed and take a nap. You'll feel better in a snap. It just claps at it. Ear or tailbone, you can't switch. Itches you cannot ignore. It's and it's some more.
All right, what we're going to need now is our Icky books. And once you have your Icky books, you're also going to need a pencil. Today, what we're going to do is it's going to be a really long audio recording, and we are going to be listening and writing the first sound we hear, okay, in all the words. So I need you to grab your Icky books, a pencil, and when you are ready, open up to pages 12 and 13. I'm going to share my screen, so I'm on pages 12 and 13. All right, so mine only lets me show one page at a time, but you should be able to see 12 and 13 together, okay? So for this audio recording, Icky has made up a TV show, and the pictures show the Superkids acting out the story that Icky has made. We are going to be looking at each picture on each TV, and we're going to listen to the story that is playing. The narrator is going to say a word to describe each picture, and you need to write the letter that stands for the sound at the beginning of each word. Now, they're going to mention colored stars. So we have an orange, yellow, blue, I believe that's brown or purple. Can't really tell, but I will know. I will show it to you when we get to it. And we are going to write the sound you hear at the beginning. Now make sure you're listening very carefully, because sometimes you're going to be writing an uppercase letter and sometimes you are going to be writing lowercase letters. So make sure your listening ears are on to figure out which is which. All right, let's get started. And I'm going to pause after each picture so you get enough time to write the letter.
Meet the Superkids. Student Book. Unit 8, pages 12 and 13. Listen carefully and follow my directions. When you hear this sound, your teacher will pause this recording so you have time to mark your answer.
Welcome to the Golly A Gorilla Show, starring Golly, Cass, Doc, and Oswald. Once upon a time, long, long ago, there lived an ape named Golly A. Gorilla. At least she figured her name must be Golly A. Gorilla, because everybody always said, Golly A. Gorilla, when they saw her. Then they'd run away yelling, Golly A. Gorilla!
Look at the TV with the orange star. Golly. Write the uppercase letter for the sound at the beginning of the name Golly on the lines.
All right, so we're looking at this picture right here. There's the orange star, golly, golly. Make sure this letter is uppercase. Make sure this letter is uppercase. Golly. All right, I'm going to continue. Again, if you need more time, just pause the video.
Now, Golly A. Gorilla was very big. In fact, she was gigantic. Golly was as big as a bus. She had long, hairy arms and short, hairy legs. She was very ferocious looking. When Golly A. Gorilla roared, it sounded like police sirens, garbage trucks, and thunder all at the same time. Most of the time, Golly lived in the jungle, but sometimes she would come into the town. When Golly came to town, the people did not like it. When Golly A. Gorilla roared, all the people in the town would get frightened. It's the gorilla! Quick, run into your house!
Lock your doors! Close your windows!
Put pillows over your ears! When Golly A. Gorilla would swing on telephone poles or do double flips down the streets or take a splashy bath in the pond, all the houses would shake and the people would get very scared. They thought it was terrible when Golly came to town. No one liked Golly. Everyone thought she was too loud and rude and mean, and they were scared.
Look at the TV with the yellow star. Scared. Write the lowercase letter for the sound at the beginning of the word scared on the lines.
All right, we're looking at this one right here. The word is scared. Scared. Now this letter is going to be lowercase. Make sure you write the lowercase letter you hear. Scared. All right, I'm going to continue on. Again, if you need more time, just pause the video.
But you know what? Golly A. Gorilla wasn't really bad. She didn't mean to be rude or too loud. She didn't mean to make the houses shake. She didn't mean to make the people scared. Nope. When Golly roared, she was just inviting people to come out and play. Come on out! She was saying, even though it didn't sound like it. Then she'd swing on the telephone poles and splash in the pond to show the people how much fun they could have. But no one ever came out to play with Golly. So Golly would sadly walk away and go back to her lonely home in the dark jungle. Poor Golly was very lonely.
Look at the TV with the blue star. Lonely. Write the lowercase letter for the sound at the beginning of the word lonely on the lines.
All right, we're looking at this picture right here. The word is lonely. Lonely. Write the lowercase letter you hear at the beginning of lonely. Lonely. All right, I'm going to continue on. If you need a few more moments, just pause the video.
See, the people didn't understand Golly at all. Not at all. When she was inviting them to play, they'd say,
Listen to that terrible, horrible roar!
and when she was showing them tricks and fun things to do, they'd say,
Look at that gigantic gorilla! Golly, she sure is scary looking.
ooh. Nobody understood that Golly's roar meant come out and play. They didn't know her roar was an invitation to fun.
Look at the TV with the brown star. Invitation. Write the lowercase letter for the sound at the beginning of the word invitation on the lines.
All right, we're looking at this TV right here. The word is invitation. Invitation. Write the lowercase letter you hear at the beginning of invitation. All right, I'm going to continue on. If you need a few more moments, you can pause the video. All right, we have moved on to page 13.
But one day, a little girl who lived in a town watched Golly a gorilla when Golly came to play. The little girl was not scared by Golly's roar. I bet I can roar as loud as that. Roar! And the little girl was not scared when Golly swung from telephone poles and made the houses shake by doing flips down the streets. I bet I could do a flip like that. It seems to me that the gorilla would be a lot of fun to play with. I don't think she's mean. I think she's just lonely. That's why she roars so loud. She wants a friend to come out and play with her. I'm not afraid, so I'm going to introduce myself right now. So the little girl went right out and said to Golly, "How do you do, Golly a gorilla? My name is Cass, and I'd like to play with you."
Look at the TV with the pink star. Cass. Write the uppercase letter for the sound at the beginning of the name Cass on the lines.
All right, we're looking at this TV right here. The word is Cass. Cass. Now make sure this letter is uppercase. Cass. All right, I'm going to continue on. If you need a few more moments, just pause the video.
Well, this made Golly very happy. She roared louder than ever before. That didn't scare Cass, though. She roared right back. Golly was excited and happy. She did flips and somersaults and roared some more. So Cass did flips and somersaults and roared too. Roar, 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 roar. Pretty soon, Cass and Golly a gorilla were great pals. Golly taught Cass how to do double flips, and Cass taught Golly how to make her roar a little quieter, more like singing than roaring. Roar, 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 roar. In fact, Cass and Golly a gorilla got so good at singing together, they put on an opera singing show and invited everyone in the town to come and hear it. Roar, 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 roar. The people in the town thought the opera singing was wonderful. That gorilla sure can sing a nice opera.
That's the nicest opera singing I ever heard.
Look at the TV with the green star. Opera. Write the lowercase letter for the sound at the beginning of the word opera on the lines.
All right, we're on this TV right here. The word is opera, opera. Now please write the lowercase letter you hear at the beginning of opera, opera. All right, I'm going to continue on. If you need a few more moments, just pause the video.
After the opera, the people in the town came up to meet Golly a gorilla. They tried to show that they were sorry for being mean to Golly before. Now, thanks to Cass, they understood that Golly just wanted to play. And now, thanks to Cass, Golly understood that her roaring was scary. The people liked the opera singing much better. Let's have a party!
Yeah, let's sing and dance and celebrate.
Let's celebrate having a new friend.
Okay.
Dooby 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 dooby.
So all the people in the town in Cass and Golly had a big party. They had cake and potato chips and juice, and they sang and laughed and talked and danced. They had a wonderful time. Cass had a great time teaching Golly to dance.
Look at the TV with the purple star. Dance. Write the lowercase letter for the sound at the beginning of the word dance on the lines.
All right, we're looking at this TV right here. The word is dance, dance. Write the lowercase letter you hear at the beginning of dance. All right, I'm going to continue on. If you have a few more moments, just pause the video.
After the party, Golly A. Gorilla went home to the jungle very happily. And from then on, whenever Golly would come to town, the people would not run into their houses, lock their doors, and put pillows over their ears. Whenever Golly came to town, she'd sing an opera and they'd all have a party.
For Golly's a jolly good fellow. For Golly's a jolly good fellow.
For Golly's a jolly good fellow.
We're glad she came to town.
Well, Golly and Cass and all the people in the town lived happily ever after, and that's the end of the TV show.
Look at the TV with the red star. After. Write the lowercase letter for the sound at the beginning of the word after on the lines.
All right, we are right here. The word is after, after. Write the lowercase letter you hear at the beginning of the word after, after. All right, if you need a few more moments, just pause the video. We are now going to check our answers. All right, let's go through and check our answers. On the Orange Star TV, the word was golly, golly. On the line, you should have wrote an uppercase G. You should have wrote an uppercase G on the line with the orange star. Okay. With the yellow star, it is the word scared. Scared. You should have written the lowercase s on the line. Scared. Scared. For the picture with the blue star, the word was lonely. Lonely. You should have written a lowercase l on the line for lonely. Lonely. For the picture with the brown star, the word was invitation. Invitation. You should have written a lowercase I. Okay, now I would like you to check your answers on page 12. You should have an uppercase G, lowercase s, lowercase l, and lowercase I. All right, if you need more time, just pause the video. All right, now we're going to check our answers on page 13. With the TV with the pink star, the word was Cass. Cass. Now you should have written an uppercase C on the line for Cass. All right. For the TV with the green star, the word was opera. Opera. you should have written a lowercase o on the line for opera, opera. For the TV with the purple star, the word was dance, dance. You should have written a lowercase d for dance, dance. And for the TV with the red star, the word was after, after, and you should have written a lowercase a. All right, I would like you to check your answers for page 13. Once you have finished, you can close your Icky books and put them to the side. Awesome work today. And now I'm going to play the Icky song one more time. All right, here's the Icky song. Now remember, if you want to switch the channels with Icky, you can pull your paper strip through, or if you just want to listen, that's okay too.
You like TV too, I bet. I am Mickey, watch with me. Come and see what we can see. Thanks shows an easy trick. Hold the paper when you hear this click. All the shows are brought to you by my favorite letter, the letter I. Itty bitty little ball, it is hard to see at all. What is it, this tiny speck? An itty bitty small insect. If you ever catch a chill, me feel so ill. Into bed and take a nap. You'll feel better in a snap. It just scratch that itch. Ear or tailbone, you can't switch. Itches you cannot ignore. It's and it's some more.
Awesome work with Superkids today, my friends. Now make sure someone sends me a picture of the work you did today, and I will see you soon. Bye, everybody.